This scene was just added in there for PR.
What's your name? Zola. Zola? You like to sew? You be sewing? How long you been sewing for?
He says, you like to sew. How's she gonna sew with one arm, numb nuts?
Got him!
I quit Kai Cenat Live. So he posted it on all of his channels. It has 2,687,789 views in 20 hours. Let's read the description here. I'm so grateful to share this side of me with you guys. This is just being honest on how I feel. Oh, he linked. Oh man, why did he do that, bro? Why did he do that, chat? I was wondering, I was like, how did they find the channel? Because when Sneeko, look, I cheated last night a little bit and I watched Sneeko reacting to Kai Cenat's video, and Sneeko went to this channel. When Sneeko went to the channel, the videos had low views. They had like 100 views, 200. A few of them had 1,000. But I didn't realize it was because he linked the channel here. So now all the videos have like thousands and thousands and thousands of views. And I was like, damn, you ruined the experiment, bro. I want to see a content creator. Make a secret channel. I guess at this point, if you're a content creator like Kai Cenat, you can't make a secret channel and show your face. Like, I think you'd have to do like a faceless channel or maybe wear a costume or some sort of disguise. But I would like to see him start a channel from scratch, be himself, and see how many subscribers he's able to gain. I didn't realize he linked the channel in the description of the video. Damn. Anyways, let's jump in and let's see what he had to say. It's a 23-minute long video. I'll try not to interject too much. I'm going to be taking some notes for tonight. So let's write this down. Just like my thoughts and that kind of stuff. Okay, so Kai breakdown. I'm going to put the first point on my list of things. And maybe this is me being nitpicky. It has nothing to do with the video we're about to watch right now. It has to do with his secret channel. I felt like he's proven... It's two things, right? It's a catch-22. He's proving a point that you don't need an expensive camera. You don't need expensive lighting. You don't need expensive setup to make a YouTube channel. I understand that concept. But I kind of felt like it was a little bit disingenuous of him to not have a setup at all. Because you're Kai Cenat, dude. Like, you're Kai Cenat. And the truth is that a guy like Kai Cenat, once he promotes his video, once he promotes his channel, it doesn't matter what setup he has. Like Kai Cenat, he could film on a, I don't know what phone. He could film on an iPhone 4S and people would still watch it. So I just felt like if you're going to make a second channel, you might as well just do it normal, bro. Like, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to go for that raw feeling, but you're Kai Cenat. So I'm just going to put that down in my notes as the first note. Using cell phone camera. Was it to be authentic? Because you being Kai kinda makes it lose its effect of authenticity. Okay. He says, see the video gang because you driving too deep into it. Okay, let's start the video. Let's see.
I feel like sometimes people need to self-reflect and take a step back from the broad perspective of what their life has been. I believe that there is more to this world that is much greater than myself. The energy and passion to want to do more and create is within me. That is why I quit. I quit thinking in my head of the goals I want to achieve and not pursuing them because I'm primarily known for one thing, and super scared to step out that box and try new things. I quit overthinking. I quit staying in my head about if the goals I pursue are going to work or not. I want to push limits to see how much I truly can create in life.
Yo, Daffy, thank you for joining. Okay, so that's a good intro. And Royalty, you know I'm gonna dive deep into it, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be superficial with it. Of course, I'm gonna dive deep into it. I thought it was a good intro what he was saying. I do feel like it's a little heavy-handed as far as like the emotional impact that he's going for with the music and the camera angle and the location. It's like, if I feel like, look, and it's not to criticize because I like the message he's going with. I do like the message, but I just think that if you're going to try and be like super authentic, you should have just been in your house and filmed this normally then. Like, you're kind of doing a lot. Like, you're at like a scenic area. You got the wide angle lens. You got the soft music, the same song he always uses, but like a softer version of it. You got like, and then you're talking like with a very slow cadence, which I like. Like, if this was Kai Cenat all the time, then I would think it's good. I mean, this is what I said I wanted, right? I can't complain really, Royalty, because this is what I said I wanted. I said I wanted a mature, thoughtful Kai Cenat that helps the community get to the next level. And I guess that's what he's trying to do. So I'm not going to criticize too much. I just felt like it's a little heavy-handed with the music and the scenery. You tell me if I'm crazy with this take. I was explaining that Kai Cenat is a master manipulator. His team, you know, I don't know if it's Kai. It might be his team. But whoever's on his team is a master manipulator and marketer. They designed this documentary to make you identify with Kai as a person. That was their intention here. So this is how the documentary starts, right? The first scene you see in the documentary is a giant landscape, right? You see the mountains in the background. You see the vast emptiness. You see a bunch of rocks and rubble. And then in the frame, you see a small Kai Cenat. This is supposed to make you feel small, by the way. That's the purpose of this. Every single thing that Kai Cenat and his team does is put through a marketing magnifying lens. Everything is planned. Everything is prepared. There's nothing left to chance. They grabbed the wide angle. They went far away. They zoomed all the way out so that they can impose a sense of smallness, a sense of insecurity on the viewer, and to also bring Kai Cenat down so that you can feel like you're on the same level as Kai Cenat. This is the reason why this is framed that way, so that you can feel like you're on the same level as Kai Cenat. They've reduced his size. It's them subtly saying that we want him to be perceived as humble. Kai is just a common guy. He's a normal guy. Look at him. He's so common and so normal that he's sitting on the floor. No mat, no blanket, no protection from these rocks. This is marketing, guys. He says, hey, deadbeat dad, the baby is crying. No, she's not crying. She's just making noises. Every single thing that you see in this documentary had a purpose. He says, to me, it shows him all alone, rethinking life. Yes, Rob, but the feeling that they're going for is for you to identify with him. Everything that they did in this shot is psychological manipulation. Look where he's sitting, bro. Look how he's dressed. Homie's wearing basic ass clothing and a pair of Vans. This is market manipulation at its finest. This whole play, the whole play is because he wants to go into this fashion industry and he wants to be taken seriously and he wants to manipulate you, the viewer, into thinking that he's on your level and that he's just like you so that you go out and spend your hard dollars on his overpriced clothing. Let's keep going. He says, shut the fuck up. The video isn't about what you're talking.
19th century, Louis Vuitton was born.
No, I'm going to give my perspective on this.
Farmer and hat maker. Starting from a young age, Louis had no choice but to work on the family farm. From dusk to dawn, he planted and harvested crops, raised the animals, and stockpiled firewood. This is the story of how a homeless teenager pioneered modern luggage and laid the foundation for a billion-dollar empire.
Very next scene after him sitting in the field is Kai Cenat reading a book about the life of Louis Vuitton. Do you know why they put this in the scene? Do you guys know why they put this in the scene? They put this in the scene so that you as the viewer, if you're a kid, you associate Kai's brand with Louis Vuitton.
In the 19th century, Louis Vuitton was born and raised in Annecy, France, to a farmer and hat maker. Starting from a
This is not, this scene, I can tell you what happened, chat. First of all, you guys think that Kai Cenat comes up with the direction of the documentary? No. He paid an art director. He paid a publicist. He paid a fucking cinematographer. He paid all of these people to come up with the idea to market it. And I promise you, one of the designers said, you know what would be cool, Kai? We want you to sit in the room eating your breakfast. You're going to have a nice, luxurious, professional looking breakfast. And we're going to make you watch a clip of Louis Vuitton. We're going to make sure the name Louis Vuitton is in the video so that we can subconsciously associate your brand with a high tier, high priced, high end brand. We're basically going to frame you in this scene as if you were Louis Vuitton in his startup. That's what the goal of this was.
young age, Louis had no choice but to work on the family farm. From dusk to dawn, he planted and harvested
Everything Kai Cenat does is calculated.
This is the story of how a homeless teenager pioneered modern luggage and laid the foundation for a billion-dollar empire.
Everything Kai Cenat does, everything that Kai Cenat does is calculated.
Alicio!
Of what we were designing.
Oh shit.
This bag, yeah?
Yeah. This is cool. Oh. Currently, we are in Italy, where I've been for the past like 2 weeks, I'll probably say. Cause I feel like if I present my own brand with my own stuff, people will find ways to be like, yo, you missed here, you missed there. Cause often when you meet the person that got their brand, you can pick out you'll be like, since it's on the come up, you'll be like, it's cool, but you missed here and here. But once it's Louis Balenci, you feel like that's the official. You can't tell anything about it.
But Kai Cenat, okay, this is not related to the video. The statement he just made is the problem I have with people. He literally hit the nail on the head. When you're coming up, everybody has something to fucking say. Everybody has a critique. But once you made it, nobody has anything else to say. They think that they're just gonna glaze. And he's essentially saying that shit about the apparel industry, that if you have a new apparel company like what he's trying to start, everybody's gonna critique it. They're gonna say, oh, this was bad, that was bad, blah, 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 the designs, yada, yada, yada. But then a company like Louis Vuitton or Gucci or Christian Lou can do whatever they want and people will glaze them. But I think that he's making a good point, but you're kind of missing the forest in front. You're missing the forest from inside of the trees. That same concept of people glazing no matter what you do when you're big, when you're established, goes into every single industry, whether it be clothing, whether it be music, whether it be content creation. Once you make it, once you're at the top, everybody wants to fucking jump on the bandwagon. That's just life.
Oh shit. Is he? Let me try.
Bro, it's tough, eh?
It's hard?
Yeah, because this is new and the grip between these, yeah, is better. We can change this because this is new. Yeah, vai over. Che gran padando. Don't try this at home. Like,
The items that I want to make, I want to be able to learn the fabric, where I can get it from, everything. So I've planned to like learn.
What are they doing with that dermal?
Designs.
do you wanna try this?
Yeah.
This is more safe. So, stand this,
Yeah.
the points, and go like kindly.
Yeah. Oh. That's just scary as fuck. When I went to Japan, my love for clothes kind of enhanced after that. Got inspired by what they were wearing, got inspired by the outfits I have put on myself, and just been falling in love with clothes, bags, accessories.
Look at the fucking AP.
A lot of the times I am boxed in
Royal Oak.
being a streamer. So this is one of the first times where I'm going to display something outside of my primary category.
Then we get the scene of Kai Cenat going to the designers, right? We have him in here sewing and putting the products together, right? Now, we all know that Kai Cenat is not going to be in some factory building this stuff himself. He's not going to be doing that. But they're putting the imagery in your head. That's the reason why they have him doing this. They're putting the imagery in your head.
See the making of the shoe.
This shoe is not going to be made by one person. It's going to be mass produced. The only reason they got Kai doing this is so that the kids that are watching the stream, the kids that are watching the video, have a subconscious idea in their mind. When they go buy the Kai Cenat merch, they imagine Kai Cenat over there making it. But Kai Cenat's not going to be making any of this shit.
Remember, because we didn't have like open source hardware with that.
He says, nah, I believe Michael Jordan makes every pair.
And you're basically
They're acting like Kai Cenat's going to be personally involved in the brand. But I promise you, once that brand goes to factory, he's not going to be... Kai Cenat is never going to really... Kai Cenat's never going to really sit there and be on a sewing machine making clothing, chat. If you think that's true, then you're just delusional.
process that there is.
Because now in your imagination, when you go see the Kai Cenat merch on display at the store, in the mall, or wherever they're going to put it, you're going to imagine this, right? This is what you're going to remember. You're going to remember seeing Kai sitting at a sewing machine. This is probably the first time in Kai's life he ever sat at a fucking sewing machine ever. He says, I think you're the only person thinking he's making them all himself. Oh my God, Rob, you guys are trolling me. I don't mean that I think that. It's a subconscious imagery. It's the imagery. They're putting the imagery in your mind. This whole thing, first of all, was a promo. That's the other thing. This whole thing, the whole video, it had nothing to do with humility or lack of direction or Kai Cenat finding himself. This is a promo. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick and a promo. But you know what, Royalty? I do understand where the frustration comes from with Kai. Remember that Kai is constantly being criticized by people who say, oh, this guy can't do anything else. All he does is stream, jump around, act a fool. So I'm assuming that probably weighed on him a lot, and he's just trying to demonstrate to people that he's more than just a guy who jumps around and makes noise. Hopefully he stays on this track, right?
The reason why I kind of want to learn it is because I want to have like an attachment to my clothes.
But at the end of the day, this could also be a pitfall of ego. He says, so we're watching the video today and tonight. We might watch it tonight, Daffy. We might not. I'm just taking notes on it, right? To be honest, I'm watching it and I'm taking notes on it. So I have something to talk about tonight, and I don't just, I want to give my opinions on what I saw. But I thought, like, I might as well do the stream prep live and let you guys see how the meat and potatoes is made. I usually don't pre-watch the videos, but this one I'm going to pre-watch it because, I mean, shit. Everybody's talking about it. I don't want to be just giving my first impressions without any facts or anything behind it. So I'm just analyzing the video right now. That's his mom. I do feel like this is over the top a little bit, though. This part.
Usually I'm able to handle a lot of stuff by myself and find ways through it. But I just needed some advice on just pursuing life and goals that I have, to like how to find the confidence and the real commitment to pursue them. Because usually at the times I've achieved so much and I've been able to knock down goals I always wanted to do, and my mindset in my head, it's just like a lot of self-doubt. I'm not even depressed. I'm not sad. It's just for some reason I'm having like a lot of self-doubt because it's out of fear of stepping back from what I'm primarily known for, which is content creation, and pursuing in another goal. One thing I wanted to ask you is like, how do you at times get over self-doubt or voices in your head saying that it's over, or voices in your head saying you might not be able to do it?
Well, first things first.
Therapy session with his mom is crazy. In the middle of, what is this, the fucking salt flats or something? And royalty, the reason I don't watch the source content first usually is because I like giving my original first impression, bro. Like the first impression, in my opinion, is more important than being factual. The stream is not about being factual, bro. Like if you think streaming is about being factual, you're looking for the wrong medium. Streaming is not about being factual. It's about the emotional impact. It's about giving people what you first thought. And I feel like it's inauthentic for me to watch content, pre-watch it first, and then go on stream afterwards and talk about it like I just discovered something. And it gives the impression that I know more about life and about the world than I really do because I already pre-watched it. So for the most part, I like coming on fresh without any knowledge of the topic, watching the video and giving my 2 cents. And it could be wrong, it could be right, but that's my opinion, right? Like that's my perspective on things. If people fuck with it, they fuck with it. If they don't, they don't. But I feel like it's more authentic than, for example, a Hasanabi who watches the videos beforehand and then pretends to not watch them and then commentates on the videos. And he acts like he came up with some brand new, edgy opinion. And then you find out like, oh, this opinion that he said on his stream while he was watching the video, he actually got it from somebody else that he had watched before he came on stream. Like that's fake. It's just fake. If I'm going to do this, I want to be authentic. I'm trying to be authentic.
Your mental take over. Some people are strong, some people are weak. When the voices in your head start coming, it's pushing you either to give up or keep going.
Daffy, you're playing Fallout or Fallout 4? I mean, 76 or 4, sorry. A real artisan.
A lot of people don't get to see the making of the shoe from scratch, from the idea to physical form. So it's cool seeing the process.
The leather has to get the cord shape.
A real artisan, guys.
Cut this, okay. And usually, do you remember, no? That after this, you have to leave the upper.
For a day.
Yeah, exactly. A day.
A day.
So we're gonna like see this, and we're gonna like have this tomorrow morning.
Yes.
At least a night is the minimum that's.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, these are open.
Yeah. But just for this problem.
Okay.
How much do you think it costs to manufacture that?
Like open source hardware with that.
Mm-hmm. And you'll basically bring this to a bigger factory and be like, I want this. Like that's what happens. So they make it, and after you bring this to a factory and be like, we need 500 of this, and they'll make that shit clean.
Remember the other factory that we went?
Yeah.
You can say to them, okay, we have this. You cannot go wrong with this.
Yeah.
You can do right now 500.
Probably half of what it costs on the rise. Probably half of what it costs.
Wow. Wow. What the fuck?
And I also promise you that this one that he just got from the skilled artisans that are building them one by one will last way longer than the one he gets from the factory when they mass produce it.
Crazy. That's crazy.
It's gonna leave this the whole night, at least tutta la notte, almeno, so we can pick up this tomorrow morning and bring this to Milan with us.
Seeing the shoe come to life and in my hand is insane. From scratch.
Ciao, zio.
Yo, Kanai, thank you for joining the stream, bro. How you doing, man?
But it's like, for some reason, when it comes to revealing it and pursuing it,
You hold back?
yeah, because it's on the internet or people are going to view it a certain way and stuff like that. So it's more like what clothes did for me. And like, I've been to Italy for the past 3 months. Like, this is my first time I have a passion,
Yes.
a true passion for something besides content
I'm so
creation.
happy.
The one minor thing I'm going to say, Royalty, because Royalty says that he's going to be making more documentaries like this. I feel like he's going for an authentic feeling, but the documentary just doesn't lend itself to that authenticity. I really don't. But then again, everybody has their own style. You can kind of tell that he hired a crew to make the documentary, like just the way it's filmed. It's just very, very polished. versus something like a Casey Neistat or one of these other guys that does like vlogs. I think that it would have maybe came off a bit more authentic if he had just done this like a vlog. But who am I to judge, man? I'm not Kai Cenat, right?
This is the knife to cut the fabrics.
Yeah.
Okay. Push here, but so
Slowly.
slowly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Go.
Oh, I do like the new rebranding, can I?
Since I've been here, 100% the denim process probably is the longest process that there is.
Assuming it's all authentic, yeah, I do like it. I mean, this had to happen at some point anyway.
Like literally, I did
He
not
can't be a
understand
fucking
how
teenager for the rest of his life.
make denim from scratch.
Go. Again. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh wow. That's cool.
If you want, try again.
That's cool.
Start in this part. Yeah. But the fabric never in the sides because there is the knife always in the other side.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this bad right here?
No.
Is that a mistake? Like sometimes, yeah, like
yeah.
it has to be a
It's perfect.
consistent pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are tailor. You are not tailor.
Oh. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, good pattern here.
Yeah. But it's so good.
My only fear with this is that I hope he doesn't start LARPing as a Kanye West, discount Kanye West clothing designer. It's okay for him to have a passion, but I think he has to work his way into it, man. This is a good start. I think that I like the maturity level. I like the seriousness of it. Just don't start LARPing as a designer, please. You're not at that level yet. You got to work your way up to that. Because look, it's cool. He has a passion outside of streaming. That's fine. You know, we all know, you know, everybody knows that Kai Cenat had to have had other passions other than just streaming. Like, what can a person just, their whole life is just the content streaming? So it's obvious that he has other passions. My fear is that he's going to make something like this, and then he's going to think like, I'm a designer now. Like, buddy, let's breathe. Let's go one step at a time. I also think that it's cool that he's trying to learn the processes, but please don't make it feel like you're implying that you're going to be doing this, because we all know that at the end of the day, there's going to be like a whole factory, a whole production team. If he does launch the brand, which he has, making the clothing, it's not going to be Kai Cenat there with a sewing machine making it himself. That would be crazy though. That would be epic. I mean, honestly, if Kai Cenat was the guy, if he made, let's say Kai Cenat made 100 shirts himself and they were just badly stitched, it didn't matter. Those would be worth so much money. I would buy one. Fuck it. I would buy one.
The process of just sitting there and sewing over and over again and cutting the threads and trying to make sure it's lined up and making the pockets and making like a lot of stuff is like, it's so much that goes into it.
Yeah, we still have to sew the...
Yeah, I know you're talking about, yeah.
In my opinion on the rise, he shouldn't care though. You have to mature. Everybody matures, bro. Everybody grows up.
Denim is good, so that then we'll get able to design. I don't want to design.
Can't be a kid for life.
Because if I don't have the right form, then it's not gonna come out how I want it to come out, so. So we're all in Italy because we have a studio out here, and like, bro, look at this shit. Like, it's like a trap house. Like, we just all, everybody's designing. Everybody just straight designing. We just got everything here and shit like that. But like what I'm trying to do, bro, is either I'm gonna go back to Atlanta, and I'm gonna try to get a studio, try to make like one of my houses or get a warehouse for a design studio where I just fully indulge in it and get new designers. I need to get designers in America because I got designers in Italy and we all cooked up this so far. But I also want to like balance it and try to get designers in America. That's where I'm really at. And then what I'm gonna do is try to get like a space where like
He says KC3 documentary coming soon.
working It's the best way to work right here.
You already know that the designers he got in Italy are probably the best ones in the fucking country. Do you know how much this fucking monitor costs, chat? This monitor that they're using right here, this Mac Pro monitor, costs like $4,000 or $5,000. And he's in Italy. So you know they're making money. He probably went to the best fashion house in Italy, bro. Like, you know they're making money. First of all, in those other countries, for you to have good equipment like this, you have to be making, first of all, it costs more there than it costs here. So they're making they're probably making buco money. Like, this is probably one of the best studios in the entire country or something.
I'm so proud of you, bro. You're grinding every day, bro.
Yeah.
Just wait until the end.
It's the best. This is the best time right now. Favorite part gotta be making the shit. And even brainstorming something that's never even been thought of. That shit takes time. And being in the factory, seeing everything is just fire. But making something that you had in your brain and being able to wear it, like, that's the cool shit about it. Right now I'm just getting into making my own clothing brand.
Okay.
And I really want to learn
Yeah.
like the sewing process just to see how.
I'm gonna take this thread and pull it under this guide and under this guide.
Under here?
And then under this guide too. You really tug it. Don't be afraid of it.
One thing I feel like I learned most was is the patience part.
I'll turn around this screw.
It's patience, because you can't just go out there and just make bullshit. Hi.
Say hi.
How you doing?
Are you Kai Cenat?
Yeah.
Oh,
How you doing? You good?
I'm so too.
How you doing? You good? What's your name?
Sofa.
Zola? You like to sew? You be sewing? How long you been sewing for?
Just
Me too. Me too. So I'm learning as well. We have to learn together. I'll be here more often because I'm learning how to make clothes. All right. So if you want to join me, feel free to. Okay. All right. Bye, Zola.
That felt a little forced, but okay. Then you have the scene where the handicapped girl comes in. I'm almost 100% sure that this scene was just made in there, just added in there for PR.
How you doing? You good?
This scene was just added in there for PR.
How you doing? You good? What's your name?
Sofa.
Zola? You like to sew? You be sewing? How long you been sewing for?
He says, you like to sew. How's she gonna sew with one arm, numb nuts?
Got him!
How the fuck is she gonna sew with one arm? What a stupid fucking question to ask. You like to sew. They obviously brought these kids in here for the shot alone. This was a PR stunt.
Me too.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, chat. It felt a little forced. Like, I'm hoping that those kids weren't planted there. Kanai says Fashion Week is coming soon. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in it. Look, in life, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to that, Kanai. I mean, if you have the money to put yourself in Fashion Week, go for it, I guess. But I would say that you're moving too fast. You just started on this path of fashion designer. Let your shit grow naturally, organically. Don't jump ahead of yourself, is what I'm trying to say. Don't jump ahead of yourself. He says he's not ready for Fashion Week. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If he went to royalty, if he went to Fashion Week, I'd be like, nah, that's not the move, bro. That's not the move. Like, we don't want, if he jumps on Fashion Week this early, people are gonna say he's a plant, obviously. Industry plant. And they're gonna go crazy and he's gonna get dragged. He needs to slow down, start little by little, work your way up, and then maybe in a year or 2, 3 years, maybe then at that point you can go and try to go to Fashion Week. You're moving too fast if you go now, bro. If you go now, you're gonna get dragged. I'm telling you right now.
Because they make it look so easy. I want mine to be more like they see everything. They see like when I fail, they see when I achieve, they see when I'm doubting myself, and they see when I overcome it.
I know, Kanai, but that's the problem. That's the problem. They want publicity, so they'll put you in, but then at that point, you're an industry plant because you didn't earn the merit. It's like the Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson situation. Like you didn't work your way up to that. So I think that he said in the beginning of the video that he's working on being patient. That's where patience comes in. That's where patience comes in. Let your shit build organically, bro. To the point where people are clamoring for it. When people are clamoring for it, then you go to Fashion Week and you drop a bomb. But if you go now, it's too early. It's too early. And the real fashion designers, what you guys don't understand is when you're in an industry, right? Any industry, every single industry works like this. There's old heads. There's old heads. If you jump all the steps, the old heads are going to get pissed. They're going to get offended because there's some guy who spent their entire life from when they were a little tiny kid, 8 years old, sewing on a machine to when they were 40 years old and they still haven't had their designs in New York Fashion Week. So you rub them the wrong way. You got to build up your merit first. He says, why are you praying on the thumbnail?
Welcome to the 5th annual Streamer Awards.
Just Chatting Streamer goes to Kai Cenat.
And the winner is Kai Cenat and LeBron James!
On the rise. You know what? I was thinking that same thing because even last night, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but when I finish my streams, I go back and I watch the streams, right? And it's a crazy thing because when you're making the content, like when I'm making the content right now, if I stutter, if I stumble over my words, if I hesitate while I'm talking, I know it right away. And it starts to like wither down my confidence while I'm on camera. Like, oh, is this a good stream? Is this sucking? Are people being entertained? I'm misspeaking. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm stuttering. This is boring. This is not entertaining. You know, the self-doubt. But then when I go back the next day and I watch the video, as a viewer, you guys don't even know when I fucking misspeak or if I hesitate before saying something. Like the viewer is not able to really catch those moments. They're not aware of those moments unless they're really paying attention and really watching the video slowly. They're not catching when I stumble or when I go and then say something different, or if I hesitate. And also the viewer is not inside my body, so they can't tell how I actually feel, right? Like when I went back and I watched the video from last night, right? The stream that I said was horrible. When I went back and I said, oh, this stream is bad. I feel bad for you guys. I think I didn't do a good stream. But then I went back and watched the stream myself. I was watching and I was like, actually, this is not that bad. It's just normal. Because you guys aren't in my body. You guys can't feel how I feel. Like you can't feel my chest being tight or me being nervous or anxiety or overthinking. You guys only see the end product. And the end product is just me talking. Like you're not going to be able to tell. So it goes back to what he said in the beginning of the video about overthinking. You guys just got to break out of that shell of overthinking, right? And once you do that, I think it's going to be a home run.
On 3, Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, Streamer University.
You guys can achieve anything that you guys want. Don't limit yourself to one category. For the past year, I've had dreams besides streaming to achieve and to pursue. I have dreams one day.
Hey, yo, pause, royalty.
And start my own clothing brand. And one thing I want to say is no matter what, keep God in everything that you do. Do not ever forget about God at all. And I would love to end this with a quote that my good friend always says, and that's everybody preaches to everybody, be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. But as soon as people get on the internet, they tell you how to be.
Exactly. That one goes to royalty. That one goes to royalty. Directly at you, buddy. He says, stop saying it like that. I don't want to be in your body. He says, rinse and repeat because you doubt yourself every day and you make it known. He says, no, royalty, you missed what I'm trying to say. He said that everybody says be yourself, but when you're yourself, other people say, be this way, be that way. I'm just being myself, but you're telling me not to be myself is what I was trying to go at. Now you made me explain the joke, bro. Jesus Christ. Don't make me explain my jokes. Or statements or whatever the fuck that was, phrases. All I was saying is that I am being myself. This is who I am, bro. Like, you know how hard it is to change who you are? It's extremely hard. So, unfortunately for you guys, you are going to get the rinse and repeat because that's who I am. I'm a rinse and repeat type of nigga.
Make me happy as fuck, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I know people in here aspire to be shit. Y'all niggas put that foot on that fucking pedal, and y'all niggas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I just wanted to see, like, pick your brain on just kind of like, what do you feel like is the most important things when it comes to a clothing brand?
First of all, you should be focusing. You should know who your client is and who you want your client to be.
Is that a dude?
Like, I think sometimes a lot of what happens, and a lot of people aren't successful at things, that they try to do too many things at one time.
Okay.
Like, I would suggest you start small and do the thing that you do best.
Yeah.
I think this is brilliant. I think
this is the bread and butter.
I think you publishing it as a book and it comes with things. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, but the biggest thing about being successful, you can't have no fear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's all, like, being nervous and all that shit is human, but no fear. Like, you just gotta, I'm a big believer in, like, the law of attraction, and you attract things that you want and all that, and putting good shit in the universe and you get it back, and just being confident. So now it's all about, it's no fear. You just can't have no fear. If you believe that this is gonna be successful, it's gonna be successful. But you can't have no fear. You can't go into like, oh, I'm doubting this, or this might not work. If you feel strongly and passionate about it in your heart, then that's what you do. But my advice is, like, if you know you gonna have the coldest coat, do
focus
a coat.
on that.
That's why so many brands that started with just t-shirts, right? It don't take a lot of money to do a t-shirt. People, if they got a little bit of money, a lot of money, they'll support you that way, right? Anybody will buy a t-shirt from you. You know what I mean? But you do that
low risk.
And then you come with a jean or a jacket or something, and then people are like, oh, okay, I'm starting to understand a little bit more of what this brand is, or what's the point of view of this brand. And then you start to grow from that. Like, if you look at Michael Murray, when he started,
Jesus, that's you next year when you go full femboy.
Everybody was wearing them jeans, and then the rappers started fucking with him. He said, okay, well, I'm not fucking with y'all.
Oh man, you're not right for that one, Daffy.
You know what I mean? First. Exactly.
Just like
but now
Louis Vuitton's luggage and like all these big brands they have that.
Yo, Real Mash FR, thank you for joining the stream.
It's the opportunity to just express a lot of things that's been going on in my life. But like, this is Kai behind just the streams, and I want to do it the right way. Like, this is not me slapping my name on any brand, and
I can see.
And and trying to money grab and shit. I want to build this community.
You have to know who your audience is.
Yeah.
You have to know who those people who are going to support you in the beginning, because those people are also going to grow with you.
Mm-hmm.
The people who've been watching you for how long?
Yo, Martin, thank you.
Right, so if they start watching you when they was 9, they 14 now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And for the next 5 years, then they're gonna be 19. Mm-hmm. So they grow with you, and then their economics are gonna grow with you too. Mm-hmm. Right? So and that's fine. Y'all grow together. Mm-hmm. Take your time. Like, I always say that too, and I always say, like, well, I think you did this part already. Like, I always tell people just to be still. You know what I mean? Like, just when you just be still, and the universe will speak to you, and it'll come to you, and really guide you in a way you. Which I feel like you doing now. When you stopped streaming, you went to Italy, you did all that. That was you being still, right? Turning off the noise, going away from what's easy for you, and just going and putting yourself in a place that's vulnerable, and you just learning from other people. You know what I mean? Like, that was your be still moment, And I think that's really important, just to be, because again, people like me, when I retired, people like, you make millions of dollars a year for being a star. It's like, how you just gonna walk away? You was the top, you the best and all that. But I was like, I needed a moment to just be still, right? Because it had consumed my life so much that I just didn't even know what I was no more outside of just being a stylist. I didn't know what the fuck. People like, well, what brings you joy? I had no idea. I didn't know. I'm like, making money? But that can't be it though. You know what I mean? Like, what else?
It's more to life.
I didn't have nothing else. It was like, work, make money, spend money. That's all. I'm like, oh, I'm happy. But I'm like, I really wasn't. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't have never known that if I wouldn't have taken some time to be still. Mm-hmm. It's really important. It's really important.
And in times when you feel like, I'm scared, would it work? Would they accept me? Are they gonna talk about me? Are they gonna criticize? Son, you've been through the worst. Every time you get scared and you second guess, say, God, I have a purpose. And you cannot be scared because your mom is a praying mom.
You get to a certain point where it's not about you anymore. It's about inspiring others. The goal is not to not only inspire, but we're trying to show the world, like, damn, like, he really went there.
If we make nice pieces with nice material, but then also part of the piece shows the mistakes that can be made and that were made in making it.
We have to make a choice on the skinny we're going with. At the end of this, we're going to keep going. We're going to make that choice on the skinny and think right now, the skinny that we have is what I'm leaning towards. We keep mastering that. We keep doing what we got to do. It's going to be good. Now,
The baggy one?
the baggy one, I'm not happy yet. The name of my clothing brand that I want to call it is Vivette. Vivette is Latin for he, she, or it will live forever. But the deeper meaning behind Vivette is to not be boxed in to what society is trying to only box you in. And that's why this journal is so important, because it's not about the designs and the cool denim and all that other stuff. It's more about the meaning.
And we went full Diddy. No, I do like the change. So I'm being facetious here, guys. I do like the change. I wanted to say one thing. Royalty said that his audience is growing, so his demographic has to change. You know, the thing is that as a content creator of any type, whether it be television, whether it be you're a singer, whether it be, you know, we've seen this a bunch of times with Disney actors, right? The Disney actors, at some point, they need to fucking either evolve and become adult actors, or they need to fucking disappear from the scene. Because the problem is that if your audience is a bunch of 12-year-olds and they grow up and they become 18-year-olds, they're going to mature too, and they lose interest in that kind of content. And then the next generation of 12-year-olds, they're going to look at you and be like, this is an old man. And they're not going to want to watch you. Whether you continue acting the same way or not, they're not going to want to continue watching you, because why would they watch an old guy jump around when there's a new young guy, a Rakai, a Ray, that they can watch instead? So you need to make the pivot. It's either sink or swim. It's either sink or swim. I hope that this is not just a play for the brand, because you guys know I'm cynical. I'm a cynical guy, and part of me is kind of doubting a little bit this transformation. No doubt it really is his personality, but the reason behind the transformation, right? And up until now, I really have to say it is strongly coming off as a brand promo, which is fine. That's great. You can do that, but it's not going to have the same impact that I would hope it would have if it was not tied to a brand directly.
Journal is going to go out to the public. I have to show everything. I want them to feel it's like this is a hub for creators of any type, whether it's content, whether it's art, whether it's clothes, whether whatever.
He can't, Gray.
I feel like if I show people I can do this, and I need to put my...
He can't continue down the same path because he's getting older himself, man. What 13-year-old wants to see a 28-year-old guy when Kai gets to that age, 25, 26, 27, 28, acting like he's 19 or 18? They don't. Just like how when I went live and I used to react to Kai Cenat, I'd get a bunch of people saying, hey, Unc, why are you doing this? Unc. He's on that trajectory too. He's on that trajectory too. At some point, they were going to turn on him. That's just how the world works. You grow up, you get older, you need to pivot. He says, so Speed has to pivot. Speed's audience is different from Kai's. I would say Speed doesn't, because Speed does interesting things outside. Speed is not, yes, Speed jumps around. Speed acts like a clown, but Speed's audience is a different audience, Gray. Yeah, Speed already did the pivot. Exactly. He did. He went from being an annoying nuisance, like a neon, to being what he is now, which is like, he's like a travel vlogger almost. Speed is like a combination of a live streamer, travel vlogger. He's in his own lane. I don't think he needs to pivot because he has people. I'm a grown ass adult and I'll watch a fucking iShow Speed IRL stream and I'll be entertained. Exactly. Speed already did his pivot. His pivot was going from being the guy who barks on stream at a desktop and acts annoying and loud to being the kid who's now out in the real world, traveling from country to country, exploring different cultures. So, you know, the same thing with Neon. You know, you guys want to talk about pivoting? Neon pivoted. You go back and look at a Neon video from 2020, 2021, and compare that to now. Everybody has to pivot, bro. You can't stay in that lane because you're getting older. Young people don't want to see old people. That's just how it works.
Stuff out and I'm able to do it, it's gonna be inspiring to a lot of people, you know?
He just tell that to Aiden. Aiden doesn't act too immature. He does sometimes, but I've seen plenty of streams where Aiden is doing some serious adult shit.
Kathy! I'm doing good.
I think it depends on the person's personality and how they look, Gray. He says Ross about to fall off soon. I think Aiden, the problem with Aiden royalty is Aiden needs to get back on Twitch. He needs to get back on Twitch. He needs to do more YouTube content. He needs to, you know, he needs to re-up his numbers because that kick shit kind of fucked him up a little bit, to be honest. He's in a silo by himself, essentially. He needs to go and like make content on other platforms.
For the past few weeks, I have been uploading videos to my secret channel this entire time. And if you guys want to see what have been going on, click the top link in the description. It's called Kai's Mind, or follow my private page on IG, KC3 Hidden.
In my opinion, this was where he misstepped a little bit too. I really would have liked Kai Cenat to have had the secret channel and not promoted it at all. Not promoted at all. See where it goes. But alas, the experiment has been completed. I also, and I wrote something down in my notes. I'm not going to say it on stream right now because this is just a preparation stream. Tonight I will go over what I wrote down, but I think it's a devastating point when it comes to what we just watched. Like I said, don't take this the wrong way. What I want to say here is that I like that Kai Cenat is showing his true personality, or what at this point I'm going to assume is his true personality. I just feel like the avenue that he took to do it, the presentation of this was a little bit extra as far as it being a documentary. And I also I would have liked KC3. I know first of all, I already know it's confirmed that Kai Cenat watches our streams. I'm gonna say it right now. Kai Cenat must be watching our fucking streams to do all the stuff that I said, criticized about weeks ago. I would have liked to see him launch the brand, the clothing brand, anonymously, right? That's what I would have wanted to see. I want it to be something that's earned by merit, not just by popularity. Because the problem is that a guy like Kai Cenat, already popular. But we'll get into it later tonight. I don't want to go too deep into the points because I don't want to ruin what I want to say tonight, right? I don't want royalty to tell me I'm rinsing and repeating. Instead of promoting the brand, why not launch it in secret and really earn your stripes? Because if everybody knows that the brand is yours, Kai, it will automatically do good even if the product is ass. If you're so confident in your design skills, then you would just launch the product secretly. But we already know what this is, bro. It was a money grab. This whole thing is a pivot to make more money. Kai Cenat and his team are master manipulators. Yeah, it is. Let's just go through some of these.
If you're watching right now, you are witnessing me making my channel right here, right now. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. Oh, my gosh. You feel what I'm saying? Look, boom. Kai's Mind right there. I don't know. Right, I don't know if y'all can see it. Kai's Mind right there. Hold on. Damn.
Nah, he needs to find the balance here.
Right there. I'm making it right now. I don't know what's going to happen. I think this is going to be a good way for me to just get stuff out. Then y'all could just follow the lore. I don't know. But the reason why I'm using a weird camera like this is I just want to show y'all that putting out content, you don't need the best thing in the world. So, bye.
See, I think he's 100% right. He's 100% right. I'm going to preface this with he's 100% right. But unfortunately, when you're Kai Cenat, you saying that doesn't have the same weight because you're Kai Cenat. You can make a video doing nothing, and if you promote it, it's going to get views. I think you're viewing this from a hater, not someone trying to better themselves. He says, now I have to watch FML. Rob, you got this completely wrong, bro. I'm not trying to hate it. I'm not trying to come out as a hater at all. I'm just pointing out the obvious manipulation of the audience. And you should know this already, bro. Like, don't make me act like, don't gaslight me and act like I'm the crazy one. You should know this already. Kai Cenat is the guy. Kai Cenat is the guy, and I call this the Asmongold technique, right? Kai Cenat is the guy who's a multimillionaire, but when he streams, he doesn't have a chair like mine. He doesn't have a Herman Miller embody with the headrest, $2,000, $3,000 chair. He has a $100 chair from Walmart with holes and a broken arm. It's all torn up. There's a reason why he does that. There's a reason why when Kai Cenat and the Clover Boys go out, they don't go out in a Sprinter van. They go out in a family minivan. There's a reason why. It's manipulation, bro. All of this is manipulation, man. If you guys can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. You guys fall for the gimmicks. Doesn't matter if you're not what you're saying makes you sound like a weirdo. You were talking about how he needs to change for months, and he does, and you still judging it. Oh, Kanai, bro. First of all, why are you guys defending him? That's kind of parasocial. But the second thing is, what bothers me is that this is fake, dude. It's fake. Are you not seeing that it's fake? Did you guys watch the same video as me? He says parasocial. He says facts, Kanai. Rob, but it's fake. Watch the video. You watch the whole video and then you tell me if this video was about him finding himself or if this video was about promoting his brand. This is just another cash grab. It's just another inauthentic cash grab, bro. He says, bro, I hate that you waste time on this dude. He says, because you never have nothing positive to say about others. Oh my God, chat. You guys are drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. This is a cash grab. It's a promo. It's a promo. Promo, chat. You know what promo is? P-R-O-M-O. Money grab. Manipulation.